Hello there, my friend. My name is Renee, and my father is a meteorologist that works for the government. Naturally, this means I am aware of and complicit in a multitude of government conspiracies. Chemtrails? I know about it. Vaccinated against it. Flat Earth? Shh. Gotta cover that up. Is climate change a hoax? Maybe. I'll never tell. Actually, yes, I will. These conspiracy theories are all stupid as hell. But they're so fascinating to look into. So today I thought, what would be better than me, someone obviously involved and complicit and vaccinated against these phenomenons, go into some conspiracy theory Facebook groups. So to make this happen, I actually made a fake account on Facebook. So I went to thispersondoesnotexist.com and I just clicked the refresh button until I got a face that looked kind of legit and like a middle-aged single Facebook mom. Nothing against middle-aged single moms, but I think you know the type I'm talking about. The vaccines cause autism and chemtrails are poisoning our minds types. So let's dive into it. So what I did is after making that profile, I went through a list of friends on someone who had just so many friends, like 5,000 I think is the limit. And I just added as many as I could. So I added maybe 100 and then I got well over 100, 200, 300 friend requests back. And I accepted as many as I could. I'm not sure how many I have. I have 18 unread conversations. A lot of people messaged me right away saying I was beautiful and basically hitting on me. So that's fantastic. So my name on here is Minnie Bryant because I thought that was it was basic white mom enough to kind of blend in, but not so, like, cliche that they'll be like, oh, it's Karen Smith again. So I actually made this account about a week and a half ago so I could apply to some private groups and try to be let in. Under recently active groups, I have, okay. The one I'm looking forward to the most is chemtrails and geoengineering. Help expose the truth. I really wanted to go into some closed anti-vax groups as well, but most of them kind of were good at policing who could get in. It wouldn't let accounts under a year old in, so there isn't much I could do. Here we have one post. It is just 6 pictures of contrails. That's literally all it is. They're just contrails that have faded out over time. People, these are not normal cloud formations, actually made by evil chem planes. Wait, I thought all planes released the evil chemtrails. Is it only chem planes? Is that how it works? I'm gonna read the description of the group real quick. We have heard about chemtrails for years, often dismissed as a conspiracy theory or just condensation from airplanes. But have a closer look. With just a small amount of research, I think you'll start asking some deeper questions. What and why are they spraying? What we would like to achieve here is a forum for tracking and discussion. Please, if you notice spraying in your area, shoot a pic and send it to the page. Make sure to include the city, state, or country in the photo. Let's see what we're being poisoned with. Obviously I already know all of this because I have to be protected because my dad's one of those evil weather people. But let's just see. Let's just confirm what I already know. Look closely. This is over Arizona every day. Lithium? These aren't even contrails. They're just clouds. Look at these. The only effect of lithium that I'm aware of is I'm pretty sure it's actually used to treat like bipolar 1. I'm gonna go through these comments. Someone's on the same track as me. This is what is on NASA explanation. Why? For our mental health? What? So people think that just everyone has bipolar 1 and just needs to breathe in some lithium? Ooh, I found a specific one. I shook my whole bed. Reality check. You are now breathing ethylene dibromide, nanoparticulates of aluminum, barium, strontium, and cationic polymer fibers with unidentified bioactive material, synthetic, laboratory-produced, intelligent nanoparticle technology. Long-term chronic exposure to such toxins destroys the body's immune system, leaving you vulnerable to serious infections, chronic health problems linked to autoimmune dysfunction, hybrid cancers, and Morgellons syndrome, and premature death. I feel like I just spit. So I'd like to see a source for this guy. I mean, he's very specific. Like, I kind of wish I had these creative writing skills. I don't know. Maybe they're onto something. I'm going to this one about lithium. I'm just going to comment on it. It's because everyone is now bipolar. Probably from those pesky vaccines. This is undercover damage control. And send. Minnie Bryant is adding her 2 cents to the world. This one just has, like, barely any contrails on one side and then a whole bunch on the other. And they're arguing that they barely used to see jets when they were a kid. And I'm like, dude, that's because you're like 70. Now, I tried to get into a Crunchy Moms group, not because I'm like against kind of holistic moms at all, but I just know that there's some people like that in them. So this is the vaccine group that I really wanted to join, but they don't allow profiles that are under a year old in, so I couldn't, unfortunately. However, it is a public group, so I can't comment or anything, but I can read what they have to say. This is amazing. Oh my god. Okay. So most anti-vaxxers I've found have tried to claim that it's just to make money, but this one thinks it goes deeper. This is simply all depopulation. Clearly, all the agents, the aluminum, the mercury, aborted fetal cells, formaldehyde, squalene, polysorbate 80, fluoride, the soft metals are all a toxic brew targeted at the reproductive system and the nervous system. The target tissue of these agents reveal their purpose and intention. It is harsh to say this, but it is very much the case that natural selection is using vaccination to remove the stupid and gullible gene from our population. The fact that parents do it to their own children greatly increases the effectiveness of the program. They cited a YouTube video as a source where they say that Bill Gates admits that vaccines are used for human depopulation. Like, you sure about that? They keep, citing Bill Gates as a source here. Is Bill Gates No, Bill Gates can't be anti-vax. I would have heard about this. You know, it's not surprising, but it's kind of funny how many of their sources are YouTube videos. Or just kind of movie hosting sites. I'm not seeing a single .gov. Oh yeah, because it's a government conspiracy. I forgot. Sorry. What about a .org? At least a .org would be nice, you know. Throw something in to spice it up. Oh, this one's great. This one's spicy. This one's claiming that mothers who vaccinate their children are suffering from Munchausen by proxy. You know, the disease where you make your kid sick or hurt your kid for attention. It also says that pro-vaxxers must be scientifically illiterate or very low IQ if they're not intentionally hurting their kids. You seem to have some kind of delusion of grandeur there, don't you? I'm the only one who's not intentionally hurting their children or just incredibly low IQ. I'm the 1% that isn't one of those two things. Seems legit, Karen. What is it with these people and Bill Gates? The world today is 6.8 billion people. That's heading up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, and reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%. No, I'm gonna Google this. Is this a thing? I'm gonna go to Snopes here. What a surprise. Snopes debunks it. I just don't know their obsession with using Bill Gates for their cause. Like, why him? He's not even the richest anymore. By the way, I just want to mention that this group is called Vaccine Resistance Movement. Updates from the trenches. Like, how dramatic can you be? Alright, the vaccine stuff is kind of depressing. I'm gonna stop with that. I'm gonna go to something lighthearted. Flat Earth. I actually had a guy at my school actually try to kind of convince me of it. He sat next to me at a table, in the commons at my college. I didn't want to be rude, so I didn't say anything. I just kind of let him sit there, and he started talking about his speech. And I was trying to get my homework done, and I had a class in, 1 hour. So I was kind of on a crunch. And he started talking about how the subject of his speech was really interesting and controversial. And he goes, "Have you heard of the theory of flat Earth?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he just starts to, try to convince me that the Earth is flat and it's a legitimate thought. And I'm like, no. Oh my god. This guy thinks the way you can find out if the Earth is flat or not is if you have a guy just walk down the street and you just want to watch until, they disappear. Are you aware of the concept of how big the Earth is? Do you think that those globes are just actual size? What do you expect? The Earth is a tube! You know, I'm on board with this guy. He's got it right. Don't be a government sheep. Don't be a conspiracy theorist sheep either. Earth's a tube. So it seems like it's a general consensus that there's some kind of dome just above the flat earth. I want to find out what they think it's made of. It's in the Bible. Thanks for the answer. You know, it logged me out. I'm gonna leave well enough alone. So it seems like flat earth is actually tied into religion a lot, but like most religious people I know aren't that crazy. I don't know. So I hope you enjoyed delving into this. I'm sad I couldn't participate a little bit more. I was hoping those crunchy mom groups would just invite me in with open arms so I could find the weird, like, cure measles with peppermint oil stuff. But we know it's out there. Maybe once this account has existed for a while longer, I can go back in. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all next time. Bye!